Good morning everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So we got the data out yesterday, and jobs number was kind of in part was slightly worse than expected, but nothing serious. Inflation was higher than expected, and that was a fear that everybody was waiting for, which they expected a fall if inflation was high. But anyway, the bulls just stepped in and tried to use the bad news to drive the price higher. So all intents and purposes, we're still stuck between these two levels. So level to the downside is 42.16, or rounded off to 4200, and level to the upside is 42.47, or the new high, which is probably around 42.50, I would assume, 42.51. So that's kind of the structure that we are stuck in between. Still hogging this trend line. I think we can actually delete that one for now, but look what else is forming. So we're kind of just staying in this wedge formation as well. Pretty solid wedge at the moment with basically 6 touches. So yeah, anything can happen. It could also turn into a range as well. So in other words, do something like that. But anyway, at the moment we are still kind of all over the place. This big 8-hour bar here, tail to the downside with a fairly big body based on the news. If we get down to the 3-hour, and just point out that the Dow didn't really move much. Dow kind of stayed static, but the Nasdaq jumped up 1%. So yeah, but the Nasdaq has been sold off a bit more than the other two indexes, so probably recovering a little bit. But if you have a look at what the 3-hour is, you can see this was the news bar. You can see massive move, big tail on the upside as people sold off the previous high and came back looking for support. Didn't quite find support on the structure here, closed below it, and then we got the 3-hour bar. So the structure to the left here is 42.33. And I'm just going to use the current high because we need to have that level in as well, and that's 42.37. That's the area we need to pay attention to at the moment. Look at the oscillators as well. There's a little bit left in the tank for the bulls at the moment, but moving on to the hour, I really thought once we saw these 2-hour bars that we were going to see a relatively nice pullback onto structure and then a continuation with a clear break. That didn't materialize. You can see we've got an engulfing bar and then an inside bar and then sideways. So still confused. This market is still got no idea what it wants to do and where it wants to go. So for me, I think we've sat on the side most of the week, so I think just going to continue that chain of thought for now. We'll pick this up on Monday to see if there's anything else coming out of this. But this area here is one that you need to just pay attention to every now and then. So 42.37, 42.33. If we can stay above that at the European Open and during the European session, then I would expect we'd get some buys coming in for a push to the upside. I don't see any profit taking that's going to happen. There's not much of a move, and this was all done by algos anyway. I say not much, but it was 300 points. So it's basically 300 points up, probably 200 points down, and then another 200 points up. So there was a lot of intraday trading there, but way too quick for any of us to get all of it. And if we just look at the 15, you'll see what I mean. Massive. That was a news bar there, that 15-minute bar there. Look at the tails to the downside, tail to the upside, complete confusion. And then the bulls took advantage of something and drove it to the upside, formed a new high, and then it dropped. Where there was another entry point at that stage. So yeah, so for me, I think still sit on the sidelines, wait for some decent structure. We've been sideways. It looks like we've broken this of the last couple of days, and so obviously, and that target was hit. I mean, the new all-time high up there was pretty much the target of this consolidation. So that target is gone. So yeah, it could be a triangle forming. You can see if you draw a line there. Let me just do it. You do that, and you do that. We could have a flag forming, So, break, retest of structure here, then first a test of the previous all-time high, which is 42.47, then 42.50. Then we need to get above 42.50, hold it, and then we have potential for move to the upside. I just don't want to be holding over the weekend, so if it is a short scalp, not to the short side, but a scalp to the long side, which is just going to keep us in the market for a short period of time, then I will scream out or shout out, should I say, on the Telegram channel. But initial thought is just sit quietly and wait for structure to break and retest. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.